Okay, now we are going to see about wideband FM and generation of wideband FM. So we know what is wideband FM. Previously we saw. So just we have to introduction about wideband FM. So wideband FM, it's a infinite bandwidth. The frequency modulation has the infinite bandwidth. Similarly, the modulation index is higher than 1. Then spectrum consists of carrier is number of signal is more, and broadcasting signal is TV, FM, radio. These are the wideband FM. So difference between narrowband FM and wideband FM is nothing but narrowband FM. It has less modulation index. The frequency modulation has classified it by two based on that modulation index. So modulation index, if it is less than one, that is called as narrowband FM. If it is more than one, that is called as wideband FM. They consider the number of bandwidths are very less in narrowband FM. Here, number of sidebands are more. So similarly, that wideband FM and generation, it is there are two types of generation. One is direct method, another one is indirect method. So what is direct method? So direct method, here we are using modulating signal. That's the input signal, message signal, or baseband signal that is given to voltage control oscillator. So voltage control oscillator providing produce wideband FM wave. So this total setup we can call as a direct method. So what is direct method? Yeah, we have directly generate wideband FM without help of any other devices. That means you given the input and you got the output of wideband FM. So that is called as direct method. So direct method, we are using voltage control oscillator. So voltage control oscillator usually is generate wideband FM, and VCO produce the output signal. What is VCO? Voltage control oscillator. Yeah, voltage control oscillator. It is used. It's a frequency proportional to the input signal voltage. If you increase the input voltage, then frequency of the signal also increase. That's a proportional. If you increase the frequency, the voltage also increase. If it is decrease the frequency, the voltage also decrease. Similarly, if you increase the voltage, the frequency will be increased simultaneously. If you decrease the voltage, that means the frequency also getting decreased. That's a proportional. So, whose the frequency proportional to the input of the signal voltage. So, So we got the output of wideband FM from voltage control oscillator M of T. So the input given to input of voltage control oscillator, that voltage control oscillator producing wideband FM. So we know the equation Fi, instantaneous frequency of wideband FM frequency wave equal to Fc of Fc plus Kf M of T. So this is kf m of t. M of t, that is a message signal, frequency sensitivity, that is kf. It is shown in the last video. uh, then next one is indirect method. So indirect method, uh, here we are applying the input signal. Indirect method, the modulating signal, narrowband FM modulator, and then frequency multiplier. So modulating signal given to narrowband FM modulator, and then frequency multiplier. Okay. Yeah. So previous one is direct method. In direct method, we are using voltage control oscillator. Directly, it will be generate the wideband FM. And now we are generating again wideband FM indirect method. So indirect method means first we have to generate narrowband FM modulator. narrowband FM modulator. After generation of narrowband FM modulator, then we have to convert that waveform into wideband FM. So this is a way of process we can call as a indirect. So do you understand what I say? Actually, direct is directly we can generate wideband, but indirect first we have to generate narrowband FM and then we have to generate wideband FM. That is called as indirect method. So how we can to generate narrowband FM modulator? So narrowband FM modulator, that is a product modulator we already saw from narrowband generation. So narrowband generation we are applying two input. One is modulating, that's a message signal M of T, and then AC cos 2 pi FCT, that's a carrier signal that is also applied to in narrowband FM modulator. So if you apply these two input signal to narrowband FM modulator, then you got it narrowband FM wave, the output of the model narrowband FM modulator, you got the narrowband FM waveform. So that narrowband FM waveform have the frequency multiplier. This is a frequency multiplier. This is mainly used for converting narrowband FM wave to wideband FM waveform. Okay, narrowband FM wave to wideband FM wave. With the help of that, it will be changed to narrowband to wideband FM. So it contains mainly two stages. The first stage, we will it contains mainly two stages. So in the first stage, narrowband FM we will be generating using narrowband FM modulator. Just a minute. Yeah. So the method, that indirect method. Okay. Okay. That frequency multiplier. There are two stages they are considering. The first stage they are generating narrowband FM, and another stage is they are converted to wideband FM. The first stage they are using product modulator as a narrowband FM modulator. Then frequency multiplier, it will be converted to frequency wideband FM. Basically, the frequency multiplier, it's a the output is to see that frequency multiplier have the output is n times of the inputs. If you give the input, the output is n number of signal will be produced at that multiplier. So based on that, it's a nonlinear device which produces the output signal. Also, it will be produce n times of the input signal frequency, where the multiplication factor. So the modulation beta, less than is less than one. That is applied to the frequency multiplier. The frequency multiplier, it produces output signal. The modulation will be n times. That means the properties match with the wideband FM wave. So the frequency multiplier mixers are increases the frequency deviation and modulation index. Okay, so the frequency multiplier, the output will be giving a number of side bands. So that's why it will be converted lower modulation index to higher modulation index. So the output obviously changes wideband FM. Okay, thank you.